Welcome to Workplace Math 10. In this video I'm going to show you how to navigate through the Workplace course, and even if this isn't your first course at SIDES or your first online course, I think you'll find this video helpful as I show you some of the main features and unique parts of Workplace 10. So the first thing for you to check out is going to be the Content button up here in what we call the navigation bar. So this is going to be your main entrance into the course material, content, and it'll bring you to a table of contents that shows you everything in the course. Now we're in the orientation course, so we're only going to see Unit 1 right now, but when you complete the orientation course and get access to the full course, you'll see future units as well. So the first place, if this is the first time you've entered the course, is to go to the Introduction to Workplace Math 10. And we'd like you to have a read through this page, and you'll find that each of these tabs expands to give you information as you need it. And one of the first things you should do is complete the course scheduler for yourself. That'll help you plan out how long Workplace 10 is going to take for you, or if you're working on a timeline, it'll help you figure out how often you need to complete lessons and assignments. So now I'm back in the table of contents, again by clicking the Content tab, and if you've read through the introduction, then we're ready to move on to Unit 1. So the first place to go into Unit 1 is this Unit 1 overview page. So each unit will have an overview that'll just give you a heads up about what the unit's going to be like, what kind of content you're gonna go through. It'll give you a list of learning intentions. It'll ask if you have all the skills you need, and if there are any things you need to review, we'll have some videos for you to help you review any essential skills that you need to be successful in this unit. And then you'll also get a little list of the different types of things that you will be graded on. So here in Unit 1, you'll have a little Unit 1 check-in partway through the unit, and there's some information on that. And then there's also some information on the Unit 1 assignment. And once you've gone through this page, you're ready to go into the lessons of the course. There are two main ways to navigate through the different pages in the course. One is to go back to the table of contents and select the next page, but if you've just read through the Unit 1 overview and you're ready to move on, the other way is to use the navigation buttons here on the right hand side of the screen. So I can just click this arrow and move on to the next page. So what you'll find is you'll occasionally find that there are pages that don't contain lessons, they just contain some important information for you. So in this page, it's just going to explain how the lessons are set up and the importance of each part of the lesson. So you can scan through that, and that's going to help prepare you to be successful in the first lesson page. So you'll find this next page is just a double check to make sure that you're comfortable with an important skill in this unit, which is rounding numbers related to money. So, rounding, if you do a calculation with some decimals, can you round to the nearest cent? So if you feel like you can do that, you can move on, but if it's been a while since you've had to use that skill, you can watch through that video, and hopefully that will be enough of a refresher for you to move on to the next lesson. And so finally we get here to Lesson 1 on hourly wages, and this is what a typical lesson page looks like. It'll have a short introduction, and then this first blue link here is a link to the Lesson 1 Notes and Practice. This is a PDF page that will guide you through each skill in the lesson. So before you start working on the lesson, you'll want to print that off. It also contains the practice problems for extra practice at the end. So in each tab, the lesson will be broken up into skills. And so this tab contains Skill 1, with a video for you to watch.
If you're just entering the job market.
So after you've watched the skill video, you'll have a try it yourself problem, and this is a really important part of the lesson. Right after you watch the skill, and you'll see some examples within that video, we need to make sure that you have that skill now to be able to move on. We don't want you going on to Skill 3 if you're still struggling here in Skill 2. So the try it yourself problem is something for you to try independently on your own. There's space for you to complete it in the notes and practice template that you printed off at the beginning. And then after you try it, you can click See the Solution to see the answer to the problem, and there will be either a video or a set of slides showing you step by step how to complete this problem if you struggled. And hopefully by doing that you can find out where you had your error, correct that error, figure out how to do this answer correctly, and then you're ready to move on to the next skill, like skill 3. And so you'll find there's 1 or 2 try it yourself problems with each skill, and then after you complete each skill, you're ready to move on to the practice problems, which are at the end of the notes and practice template that you printed at the beginning. And when you try those problems, there's an answer key for you to check your work. So with that, you should be ready to begin in Unit 1 of Workplace Math 10. If you have any questions as you're getting started, please feel free to reach out to your teacher. The contact information is on the course homepage, which you can always get back to by clicking on the title at the top of the screen. That'll bring you back to the course homepage. So again, don't be afraid to reach out if you have any questions as you get started.